We all know politics can be a nasty game, but when the people aren't happy, they're not afraid to speak up. And after 2 years of a pandemic, fires and floods, the climate for this year's election campaign is proving more volatile than ever.
You're a disgrace! You are a disgrace!
You've got a tough question.
Hang on. This is 2 promises that you made.
The climate is really not a great time to be a politician.
But every now and then when it goes wrong, it can go horribly wrong.
Even before the campaign officially started,
Hey, you better do something.
it was clear voters weren't going to make life easy for politicians appearing in public.
I've got a tough question. Are you up for it?
I'm absolutely up for it.
Okay, good.
And sorry, we can't really do that.
And United Australia Party leader Craig Kelly became the first political egging target of 2022. The Prime Minister copped one too a few years ago at a Country Women's Association morning tea, of all places.
Silly girl, you're appalling. Absolutely appalling.
Meaning nowhere is safe for the next 6 weeks.
And I think if you're a politician, you are right in the firing line of public sentiment.
Kylie Lang is a social commentator for the Courier Mail and believes social media is making people more angry.
Before, people were just kind of thinking they might tend to protest, they might not. These days, they're quite fired up on their computers, and that also translates into, I think, a rise in anger generally across society.
Political strategist Bruce Hawker has spent decades working on Labor election campaigns and believes this year the political minders have their work cut out for them.
I think they'll be very nervous. They've already seen the opportunities that people are taking to get under the skin of political leaders to put them off message.
Can I get a photo? Is that all right? Yeah. Are you in the press pack, are you? No. All right.
Last night, the Prime Minister was ambushed by a young Labor activist at a sports club in Western Sydney.
Across the Nepean River, people lost their houses, and they were burnt. You're a disgrace. You are a disgrace.
He was quickly ejected by AFP officers. Our first federal police unit was actually formed after an egging of the then Prime Minister Billy Hughes way back in 1917, and they've been hurled at Prime Ministers ever since.
The protesters hurled eggs, stormed barricades, fought with police.
The eggs never quite hit Bob Hawke, but a stroll along the streets of Bondi delivered a few hecklers.
You asked it. All right, in a moment I'll talk to you about the environment, okay?
There are ways you can manage these things, but it depends on the circumstances every time, and it's never a comfortable moment for the politician involved.
Julia Gillard copped an egg in Perth that missed.
I did see something fly past.
And she had a share of hecklers too.
Yeah, full of it! Full of it!
Thanks.
Perhaps then opposition leader John Hewson showed us the best way to neutralise a stray egg at a 1993 rally in Brisbane.
Out of the crowd came tomatoes, drink cans and other missiles, including an egg.
And I get the catch of the series.
I mean, if you can duck, I'd be doing that. But, you know, if you can do a John Hewson and catch it, that's fantastic. You probably should be playing for the Australian cricket team.
Former UK Deputy Prime Minister John Prescott gave an egger more than he bargained for. 17-year-old who became known as Egg Boy copped a similar reaction from Senator Fraser Anning after this egging 3 years ago.
Get the cops.
Egg Boy had the last laugh though, with Anning booted out of office a few months later.
It can be very hard for politicians to deal with those things because they've lost face immediately when someone splats an egg over them, and there's a level of sort of humiliation in that.
Former Foreign Minister Bob Carr knew how to handle hecklers a little more calmly.
If someone wants to come along and shout at a candidate for public office, that's terrific. In the old days, they used to throw eggs.
Plenty of eggs were hurled in John Howard's direction, but never quite landed. He even copped a shoe thrown at him live on the ABC.
Someone please remove that gentleman.
Thankfully, most protests directed at our leaders are peaceful. occasionally things escalate. Like Julia Gillard's dramatic evacuation from an Australia Day protest.
To actually lose your footing, as she effectively did, must have been terribly confronting and not to mention quite frightening.
Thankfully, she and then opposition leader Tony Abbott were both whisked away unharmed.
I think it says a lot about Australia and about our attitude to politicians that we're not prepared to go too far in chastising them. And an egg or or a shoe is considered to be appropriate punishment for not following the line that that person wants them to follow.
And there's still 5 weeks to go.